first guest, so please welcome the always entertaining William Shatner.
Those candies way over there?
Yeah, those candies are way over there.
So they're not available, right? I mean, they're candies.
Well, you could get them.
You'd have to stoop over and lean down,
Right,
and
yeah.
your mic falls off, your pants fall down, and you get a candy.
Well, that's why we put them there. We're hoping to get some newsworthy
Footage.
stuff. Yeah, people's pants falling down.
How are you?
I've never met you. This is so exciting because, like so many of us, you've been a part of our lives for a long time.
Long.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I know you just got back from a trip in Kentucky.
I did.
All right. Now, I understand that you were working with the horses because you've done that for years, right?
I've had farms and homes. We've got a home there now, and I was there practicing. I ride 2 breeds of horses.
But aren't
That's
you
a reining
scared
horse.
there?
No, you're scared all the time. But
When I'm on a horse, I am scared because you just feel like you're so up high and you really only have so much control.
Well, when I say you're scared all the time, what I mean is you're aware that things can happen. And so it's a controlled sort of zen at one with the horse, but knowing that there's an element of...
A wild animal between your legs. Yeah.
Yes. And have you ever had a wild animal before? You look so demure, but then glasses.
Once these come off,
Well.
yeah. It's just
So
like riding a bike.
What?
Nothing.
Riding a bike?
It's like riding a bike.
Oh, it's like riding a bike.
Yeah.
Once you've had a wild animal, everything's natural.
Natural,
It comes
yeah.
back to you,
Yeah,
no matter
sure,
how
sure.
long a gap there may be between wild animals.
Yes. Well, let's leave my personal life out of this.
And so I'm on this horse, and the horse is getting a little strange because different hands, different weight, different cues, and I'm thinking, I'm afraid here.
Yeah.
This may be more, because I haven't ridden a gaited horse for about 10 years. This may be more than I can handle. I'm afraid. I'm genuinely afraid. Now, I can either get off, or I can swallow my fear and go. And I've spent a lifetime going, and going ahead, because I live by the philosophy, actors don't get hurt, the stuntman gets hurt.
Oh, that's a brave way to live.
So, right. So I've taken these ridiculous chances all my
risks,
life with the assumption that, hey, I don't get hurt. If anybody's going to get hurt, it's going to be a stuntman somewhere. Yeah.
Jeez. But you do work. I mean, have you constantly, your whole life, reading in both books, but that you have this work ethic that you just, when you would wrap on Star Trek at 4:15, you had something to do at 4:20.
Well, not quite as bad as that, but in the
Hold on
early
a second.
Well,
No, I'm just kidding.
that's page 241.
Oh.
I lied. What you're referring to is the fact that an actor, other than the half a dozen actors who make all that money per film, and they do one a year because they don't need to do anything else. Working actors who, and I'm not there now, but I was for many years.
Yeah, you did a lot of character acting work, and you never took a series, right?
Right. You did. One would work a lot because you weren't getting paid much. You had to work a lot in order to pay the bills.
And you didn't take a series in the beginning because you were taking episodic.
When I started out, doing a series was considered a sellout. I was doing Broadway and I was doing films, and I was an artiste. And then Steve McQueen came along and did a series and made it great in movies, and suddenly the whole thing turned around. Oh no, you got to do a series first. Yeah.
So what did your family think when you got Star Trek? It becomes this huge phenomenon. You're on the show.
Oh, right. Well, it was long before that my family felt
the power of your stardom.
I was going to say badly, but
what do you mean badly?
Well, nobody wanted me to be an actor. I mean, was your mom wanted you to be?
No. But so your folks, when you decide, how did you end up going to this business? How did that happen? You're a kid.
They said, I'm
Want me to
going to
tell you?
university. I'm going to go study. And my dad says, well, what do you mean you're going to be an actor? You can't be an actor.
Yeah.
Actors, what is it? Because nobody came from that thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
me
that
too.
was, right. You're Midwest, right?
Right.
You can hear it in your voice. It's Midwest. And I'm like conservative Canadian in Montreal. Who becomes an actor?
Right.
Especially then. So it was I swallowed my fear and made another jump.
And what about your dad? Was he like, well, what did he do for a living?
My dad was a clothing manufacturer, sort of middle-level clothes, and he was struggling the whole time, a comfortable home, but struggle. And he wanted me to go into the business. And
family business.
And go study business and come out and do something bigger than what we've got.
Did you feel any tug at that time, like sadness, like, oh, I'm going to let my dad down if I go try this, or were you like just young?
It was horrible. No, it was horrible because, my dad was the hardworking guy, the hero, and you didn't want to disappoint him.
Yeah. No, I can relate to that. We're going to be right back. We're going to be right back.
Ahead, William Shatner is still going strong.
All hand phasers must be set on base cycle. Stunning force. The imposter is not to be injured. Use minimum force. Repeat. The imposter is not to be injured.
I'm Captain Kirk. I'm Captain Kirk. I'm Captain Kirk.
Evil Kirk looks like he just did a talk show.
Oh, thanks a lot.
All sweaty and hard.
Is that how you feel about this experience?
Well, not now, but then.
Oh, okay.
Who knows? I thought it would be funny to say, but I don't really feel like it.
But you did. That was from the first season of Star Trek. It's available now on Blu-ray disc, and it's going to be in stores April 28th. And everyone in the audience is going home with the whole. I know. So great.
But
yeah, that's not all, folks.
But what they really want to read.
William also brought a copy of this for everybody. Up until now, everyone in the audience. Can I ask you what you thought of the new Star Trek film?
I haven't seen it. I don't know anything about it. They
What do you
won't
mean?
Well, nobody will tell me anything.
That's crazy. You're Mr. Star Trek guy. You're Star Trek to all of us.
Oh,
You
I
are
know.
Star Trek.
I know. And I'm lost and bereft. I have no knowledge. I know nothing.
Well, that's not. Yeah, Danny Crane. They love Danny Crane.
So I have no idea what the Star Trek movie is.
Okay, well, all right. Let's go back to real Star Trek.
Okay.
I call it real Star Trek,
Really?
the original. Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Did you guys all get along behind the scenes? Because in one of I read both books, and this book. You got this book too.
Yeah.
All right, Star Trek.
Star Trek Memories is out as a reprint too. Both of them were bestsellers, and they're out in soft
Well, they're
cover.
riveting because we like to see what's going on behind the scenes because we grew up watching these shows and we all loved them.
Right.
But in one sense, like, and up until now, you kind of talk about you and Leonard Nimoy.
Right.
And that you had kind of this jealousy.
Nah. Well,
Oh, now
first of
come
all-
on, Bill.
Well, all right, wait.
Two working
Wait
class
a
kids,
minute.
we're scruffing it out.
Wait a minute. Leonard is my dearest friend.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I say that unequivocally.
All right.
He's almost my best friend. He's a great pal of mine.
Right.
And so
But at
there
the
was a time.
Yeah.
There was a time when I had struggled all those years before I became this character in that series, and Leonard got a lot of the spotlight because of this crazy character, Spock. So I guess, looking back, it's been so long. That I guess I must have been jealous in some manner, and so there were incidences, but looking back, I think I handled it extremely well.
Even if you do say so yourself.
Well, I was hoping you'd say it.
Okay, now there's another story I want to ask about, because weren't you in Africa and you like went out after an elephant? They told you
swallowing
don't.
fear is the big deal, right?
Stop!
No,
the fear is one thing, but they said don't go outside at night.
Right.
And you're like, oh, I hear something, and you're in a tent in Africa.
I'm in like under thatch.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And so there's like leaves. Thatch is like edible to certain animals. Right. So
your daughters are with you, right? You have
my daughters are in
daughters.
their own thatch.
Okay.
With their significant other,
But you're worried about their safety, and because you hear something.
I hear something in the middle of an African night, and then I smell a wild thing. I don't quite know what it is. And I look out, and it's black. I don't see anything. So I lean out further, and what I feel is a tail is raised. I look up, and this load of stuff comes up.
No, come on. Well, what kind of salute is that a Star Trek thing?
No. I was going to salute, and then I was going to hit my microphone, and I thought I better not do that. And all that went through with an instant.
Because you're a pro.
I'm a pro. So the elephant went off, and I went chasing the elephant. I thought an elephant at night, why not? Okay. And then the elephant went off somewhere, so I went down there and down towards the lake where the hippos were. And then I wandered back to the thatched, and I spent the rest of the night. The next day, the guide said, "Are you crazy? The wild elephant's bad enough, but the hippos are the worst, the most dangerous animals of all." And I'm looking at the hippos.
Again, were you thinking a stuntman would get injured here as well?
Of course. And in this case, it would have been an African stuntman. So,
not somebody you had worked with before, but nonetheless. Yes. And we have a picture of your daughters, I think, in Africa, just so we can show the family, because it's very sweet. There they are. No, that's not you, is it? Is that you?
What do you mean that's not me?
They told me that was you. That doesn't look like you.
Well, it was taken a few years ago.
Oh. Well, then, I'm not saying you.
I don't have a sense of time anymore.
When did that go for you?
Well, as you get older, everything feels like it just happened.
Yes, I understand that.
You do?
Yes.
Would you explain it to me?
No, I think it does. It's like, sometimes we talk about that here. It's like, was that 10 years ago? It seems like it was just happened.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it was literally 10 years ago.
Right.
Speaking of, what the heck now?
Well,
got a comic book.
books. On May 2nd.
I feel like I'm doing on a QVC special with you.
This is the Bonnie Hunt
1995, yeah. Come on, tell us about this.
May 2nd is Free Comic Book Day.
How great is that?
Yeah, so you go to a comic book store, they give you comic books, and I've got 4 comic books coming out, so
you have 4
lines of comic books.
4 lines? When do you do everything?
When?
Yeah.
When I'm not on your show, I can get some work done.
I'm telling you, you are an absolute kick. You are really fun. I mean, I heard that about you, but I didn't know for sure. You never know. Well, you never know until you spend time with anybody.
And we've never spent any time together.
No, but this was a joy, an absolute joy. And for more information on William's charities or projects, because he has 6,000 of them in the work currently, you can go to BonnieHunt.com, and we'll be right back.
Or WilliamShatner.com.
Oh, WilliamShatner.com. I'll put that up.
Next, things get fired up.